Hey friends, it's Allie with Lavender Grace. So as promised, I am going to do an explanation video on the way I take notes and why I do the things the way I do them. So yeah, let's get into it. So first and foremost, I showed my Bible like this in my last video. As you can tell, I have washi each beginning of the books. And I'll just open it up to Ezekiel. I cannot say that to save my life here. And just show you how I've done this. So I took washi tape. I did different washi tape for each chapter, just whatever I felt like went with that chapter. And so I just put it all around the edge. And something I did that a lot of people don't do is I actually took it around the back. Just that way, when you're looking at the Bible like I've been showing you on its side, you can differentiate between the chapters. So that's the first thing, and I simply did that because I just liked the way it looked, number one. I mean, I just think it looks so nice. It's so easy to tell different chapters and things. And then number two, I thought it would be a way to really customize my Bible and really make it like me. So my bookmark is super awesome. It's something my dad got me from Europe. No, not Europe. Where did he get this? Neat bookmark. Let's see. I'll get it right here. It's beautiful. It's white and gold. It's got this on the bottom. I'll think of what it's called. That's peanut butter in the floor from my dog, who's currently chewing on a bone, so just ignore that. But it's gorgeous. And what I use my bookmark for is when I'm reading a chapter of the Bible, this is how I hold my place. So currently I'm in Joshua, and that's how I'm holding my place in my Bible. I love it. It's just long enough where a little bit sticks out on the bottom and on the top, so that is really easy. Okay, so secondly, let's talk about the ribbon. This version that I have only has one ribbon in it. So eventually I'll probably add some more ribbons just because I do actually utilize this ribbon. So I mentioned in my last video that Psalm 25 kind of means a lot to me, and it just was one of those that when you read it, it was like, oh my gosh, I love this. So I've got a few ways that I keep Psalm 25. Here's one of my post-its, but I'll explain in a minute. So I've got a tab on Psalm 25, but then I also keep my ribbon here because it's one of those where it's like if I'm really kind of feeling like ashamed or down, I instantly open it to this. And with all the post-it notes, I can't always see my tab. So, okay, so this is a good one to go ahead and talk about. Although I just love Psalm 25, I still use these stickers a lot. There we go. Because I just think they're so cute and just such a nice touch. And I have the one that's a heart and it says so blessed, and then it says yes, thank you Lord. I love it. I love that what this says, because I think everyone goes through these times where we feel like this, and Psalm 25 is really good to put you in perspective and just realize, hey, everyone feels like this, but you are deserving. You have nothing to be ashamed about. You are not less than. This is the only tab I have in my Bible like this, and this did come in like a little illustrated faith sticker pack. I don't love this tab. I don't love the way it's stuck down, but unless I want to break my page, I have to keep it there. So, okay, so I turned to another page in the Psalms because it has something else I want to talk about and kind of explain to you guys. It actually has two elements I want to talk about. So, here's this post-it note, and all I can see when the Bible is closed is it says Lord, and it says my rock and my redeemer, which is this verse, which is verse 14 from Psalm 19. I love that. And something I did just to really kind of commemorate that psalm, I think is so beautiful, I took some washi tape. I love that washi tape. It's so cute. And then I took a sticker, and I actually put glue on this sticker, and I stuck it on the washi tape, and it just says faith. And then for Psalm 21, this is one of those where I didn't want to do a full page of art because I knew I would have some other notes to stick down, and there was just so much good on this page. I didn't want to take away from any of the Psalms by really focusing on one. which, you know, you kind of understand that when you're talking about Psalms. They're all so full of so many good things. So I just did a little bit of art right here. Well, it's not really art, it's just journaling. And it says, "We will sing and praise your might." It's really simple. I wanted a color that kind of went with the rest of the page, so these two tie in together just a little bit. You get to Psalm 22, and I have a big post-it here with washi, and yes, this is just a regular size post-it note. It's not small like my other ones that I use to tab anything, but Psalm 22 is a really good one. And some of the things that stuck out to me were, you know, "From my mother's womb, you have been my God." And then, Psalm 22 is a long one, and I'll explain this page in this video as well. So what I did was, I didn't want to just write out because I'd done so much other writing on the page, so I actually washied this down. And again, it is just a regular post-it note. I love this washi tape. It's so cute and girly. But this one says, let the Lord rescue him. And then I wrote, "Rescue me, Lord, I will always need you." So then the verse is, "From my mother's womb, you have been my God." And then she trusts in the Lord. And then I said, "I will always trust in you." The way I kind of differentiate between verses and what I'm saying are dashes. And then I also kind of personalize that to me since I'm not a dude. And yeah, that's just a really simple way I try to apply it to myself and how I take it. Again, I have talked about this page, twice now on my channel, and to just look at it, you're probably like, what the heck, that's not cute. And I totally get it. I don't know that I love the way it turned out per se. Let me just get like a better angle. But I will explain the process behind it. Psalm 22 has just a lot of good reminders of how God is there for us. So some of these reminders I've written on this page. So one is, "Do not be far from me." And then we have, "Those who seek the Lord will praise him. And deliver me from the sword. You are my strength. Come quickly to help me. Rescue me. I will declare your name to my people. All the ends of the earth will remember and and turn to the Lord." And when you look at this on this page, you're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And how I explain this is kind of like you're drowning, because this blue to me looks like water. Let me see, I'm just going to move that just real quick. Sorry, I know it's dark, but it looks like water. And it kind of looks like a swirl of water. So how I explain this is, you're drowning in God's graces in a good way. If you could possibly drown in a good way, and obviously in this way you can because you've got God, but you're drowning in all of his affirmations and all of his love and all of his grace in a good way. So while I'm explaining some like kind of more random pieces of art, this is one I wanted to explain as well. This is in Exodus 30, I think. No, 36. Exodus 36:35, and this is where they're talking about building all of these like different things and how people are going to dress and wear and paint and all that. So the verse that I really just base this off of is, it says, it's verse 35, and it says, "They made the curtain of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and then overlaid them with gold." So what I did, and I just love this the way it turned out. I just thought it was so simple and so cute. So I did blue, purple, and scarlet paint samples all over the page, and then I went over the entire page with a wash of a gold sheen. And I just think it's so cute and so unique, and as I was doing it, I was like, oh my gosh, I hate this. This is going to be horrible, but I really love it now. Okay, so this will be my last kind of bit about how I do certain things in my Bible, because Leviticus is not one that you can really journal or really kind of focus on. Leviticus is very much Old Testament. It's very much something we cannot relate to, but it's still, to me, it was an important read because I felt like this was so telling as to what Jesus had to really go through for us. And I think for me, it was just a wonderful reminder of how much Jesus loves me. So I kind of wanted to take you through that. There's not a lot of times where you see me just like straight up write in my Bible, but Leviticus and Numbers are some of those chapters where I do, because there's not much else for me to do. So let's see. Let's start up here. I think this is the whole note. So it says, "Honestly, strive to be as loyal as Moses. His relationship and power with God is incredible. Strive to have a similar relationship where it's a two-way street." And so this page is one of those where I wanted to really dive in a little bit deeper, so I did a post-it note washi, and it says, so similar to what my notes are saying, strive to be like Moses. His loyalty and companionship are so moving. He has made an incredible two-way relationship with God, and it's incredible. I really overused incredible there. I did not realize at the time how much I was saying incredible. But I think for me so far and what I've read for the Bible, Moses is so moving, because Moses was not necessarily meant to be this wonderful liaison between God and his people, and he ended up just being so incredible for that. And I thought it was so moving, and he is one of the few people that has a two-way relationship with God, which I think is so important to talk about when talking about Moses, because who else has this really special two-way relationship? And so I took that and I strive to kind of have relationships that are a two-way street, like this. And, you know, for something like my relationship, or even with God, how can I listen to God? How can God speak to me? And I look for things now that are God's way of saying something to me. So yes, that is kind of it for now. The post-it notes and things, you know, the color of them doesn't matter. I just ran out of yellow, so I started using blue. But yeah, guys, so if you have any special requests of things you want to see, just let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.